WCBI News at 6 starts now.
A teenager is behind bars tonight, accused of robbing a Starkville convenience store earlier this week. Thank you for joining us tonight. 18-year-old Brandon Jackson is charged with armed robbery. His bond is set at $100,000. This is video police released of the incident earlier this week. It was just before midnight on December 3rd when police went to the Sprint Mart on Academy Road there in Starkville. The video shows a man walking into the store with a gun. Now, police did not say if the suspect got away with anything. Jackson is still being held in the Oktibbeha County Jail. One man is injured and another facing charges after a hit and run in Lowndes County. 36-year-old Charlie Owens Jr. is charged with leaving the scene of an accident with injuries. Deputies responded to Hughes Road just before 1 o'clock this morning. When they got there, they found a 46-year-old man injured after being struck by a vehicle. Their investigation then led them to Owens. He was arrested at his home a little more than an hour after the incident. The victim was flown to a Jackson hospital. His condition is unknown tonight. Several area law enforcement agencies are asking for your help to find a missing man. William Scott Phelps is a student at East Mississippi Community College. He was last seen on the Mayhew campus Wednesday around 4:15. He has not been heard from since then. Phelps is a 17-year-old white male. He's 5'7" and weighs 160 pounds. Now, when he was last seen, he was wearing a gray sweater, black pants, and he was carrying a white backpack. If you have any information on William Phelps' location, call the Lowndes County Sheriff's Office, the EMCC Police Department, or Golden Triangle Crime Stoppers. Well, a week ago today kicked off the official start of the shopping season for the holiday. The hustle and bustle is sure to bring a lot more foot traffic to area shopping centers, and with more shoppers will come increased patrols from the Columbus Police Department. Police Chief Fred Shelton says they are planning to set up mobile command centers as well during the busiest parts of the shopping season.
We're here for the community. Our main mission is to protect and serve, and regardless of the number, we're going to protect and serve this community. We love this community, we live in this community, and we're part of this community.
And the mobile command center will rotate weekly among high-traffic shopping areas. Regular patrols will also be increased across the city.
We had some showers and storms across the area earlier this morning. That low pressure system responsible is now pushing off to the south and east, and all that rain is now down in the Florida Panhandle. Behind that, dry weather for a while, but our next rainmaker is off on the west coast. We're going to be watching that closely over the next few days. Everybody right now in the low to mid 50s under a mostly cloudy sky overnight tonight. If you're headed out, going to be pretty chilly. We're going to be down into the mid 40s for a lot of us, 45 for our low here in Columbus, a little cooler. 42 in Starkville. So overall, a really nice night. Clouds are going to stick around for us. So if you're headed out the door, overall pretty nice, but definitely want to grab the jacket and bundle up. We're dry for the weekend, aside from a few sprinkles, but there are rain chances back in the forecast, and we could see some heavier rain at times. I'll break down that timing for you coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Trevor, thanks a lot. More jobs are coming to North Mississippi. Ashley Furniture is expanding its distribution center in Ecru. The $25 million investment will add over 400,000 square feet and about 100 new jobs to the existing facility. The Ecru truck shop currently located there will be moved to a new location. Ashley's founder and chairman says he's pleased with the direction the company is going.
For 50 years we've been growing Ashley, and we're very proud of it. Very proud of the designs and the quality and the price and the products that we do and supply to the U.S. consumers and worldwide computers. Since the last 25 years, there's been a lot of change on this site, but it's growing and it's great.
And that expansion there at Ashley is expected to be completed in 2020. It's been almost 2 weeks since scratch-off lottery tickets hit counters at stores across Mississippi. Sales were reported to be $2.5 million on the first day alone. Our Stephanie Poole joins us in the studio with more on what's looking like a successful launch so far. Stephanie.
Yes, Andrea, according to the Mississippi Lottery Corporation, the state reached over $8.9 million in the first week. Retailers around the state are reporting crowds of customers buying tickets in hopes of hitting it big. These 4 tickets have been winners. In just 12 days, they brought in millions of dollars to the state of Mississippi. Store owner Yazir Jabbar says lines of jackpot seekers have been stretching out the doors.
For the first week and a half, it was extremely busy. Now it kind of slowed down. Everything became normal. But sales are still good. A lot of people still buying them and hoping they get the big jackpot.
Jabbar says the extra business is like hitting the jackpot himself.
Sales have been going real good. There've been a lot of busy people. I mean, a lot of different people be coming in, especially from Alabama. Like 90% of our customers that play in the lottery comes from Alabama, from Verner and side of town.
State leaders are taking notice of the numbers too. Even though Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant supported the lottery, he has been surprised by the fast start.
It surpassed all expectations. The sales have been remarkable, about $7 million in sales.
Bryant says money from the lottery will help fund infrastructure around the state.
So we'll have about $2.2 million of that for roads and bridges in the state of Mississippi. So this is outpacing, as I hear, all of our competitors. And we're just now getting to the point where we'll grow into the Powerball, which will be a whole new level.
In the meantime, Jabbar hopes more customers will come to his store, testing their chances to win.
We have a lot of winners, you know, 500s, 600s. I think we had a couple $2,000 winners.
4 more scratch-off games will be available to play on December 10th.
Well, Santa is getting a little help in Lamar County. Community members were invited to the Lamar County Department of Human Resources to see just how generous Friends of the Santa Claus Project have been this year. These toys allow community members to share the holiday spirit with families who may need a little extra help. Director Randy Shelton says that adds up to more than 70 families, 145 children, and 760 gifts.
The community is extremely positive. We have good people here in Lamar County who are aware that others need help, and the community is extremely supportive of our efforts, and we're fortunate here.
And if you need help, you can apply through December 23rd. The Santa Claus Project is financed by the Lamar Aid to People, and it's put together by the Lamar County Department of Human Resources staff and volunteers. Well, some area seniors are getting a little help in living their best lives. We explain when we come back.
You're watching WCBI's News at 6 with Andrea Self.
Welcome back. You're never too old to be active. The Columbus Recreation Department is giving seniors an opportunity to live their lives to the fullest. Riley Livingston takes a look at how these programs keep them moving. She joins us in the studio with that story.
Andrea, from exercise to quilting or even just meeting and watching TV, these seasoned citizens keep moving forward.
For Ann Baltazar, it's a typical Friday morning, getting up early and meeting up with her friends for exercise class.
It's a good way to start my day.
But it's not your typical class. This one is targeted towards seniors. It's a chance for them to get up, get out, and be active.
It works. It helps me with my blood pressure, and it makes it possible for me to deal with my grandchildren. Keeps me physically fit. A body in motion stays in motion. So I encourage people to come out and get off of those sofas and enjoy themselves.
11. But that's just one of the activities the Columbus Recreation Department offers to seniors.
They're going to do anything from crocheting to actually quilting, making pillows, making flowers. I mean, whatever craft they can come up with, that's what they'll do. And some of the seniors, they're just going to come and watch The Young and the Restless, but that's part of the program. We provide them with a TV, and they come and sit down and do their thing.
Many start with the exercise classes, then spread out into other interest groups.
We have our Bible study on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's spiritual. That's to take care of the spiritual part, because I need that too.
But the organized activities are only part of the appeal. For many, it's the interaction between and after the classes that keeps them coming.
We do our fellowship, which everybody brings a dish and we sit down and we fellowship. That's also good, you know, because you get to find out about other people, things that they're going through. Sometimes you don't realize people may be going through the same thing you're going through. Sometimes we talk our problems out and we help one another, you know, deal with different situations. And it's just good for me, you know, to let things out.
All the senior programs are free and happen at the East Columbus Gym, Sandfield Community Center, Townsend Center, and Sim Scott Park once it is repaired.
All right, Trevor, so You and I both were talking about this earlier. There was a cloud, and a whole lot of people were worried about it today.
I'm surprised it wasn't trending on Twitter, as many notifications as they got.
Yeah.
But, so it was actually a shelf cloud is what you saw. Nothing too scary, just the collision of air masses. Some of the air is going up, some of the air is going down. So it makes this really cool cloud that you see here from Ryan at GTR. We might see some more of this. Hopefully not, though. Not much in the way of storm activity here. But there are some rain chances. I'll break those down for you here coming up right after this.
Your WCBI First Alert AccuWeather forecast with meteorologist Trevor Burchett.
Started off Friday with lots of rain, a little bit of thunder out there. This is starting off at 8 a.m. and rolling through the day. And you can see the good news is it pushed out of here pretty quickly. So much of the day was dry. We're dry right now, but we are still seeing clouds across the area. Some of this rain was actually heavy in spots. Let's take a look at some of these rainfall amounts across the area. North of Highway 82 actually had some of the higher amounts. We picked up over an inch in Aberdeen, about a half an inch and below an inch over that in West Point, a little lower down to the south of Highway 82, but still everybody getting in on a good little bit of rainfall. Our first rainfall for the entire month of December so far across much of the WCBI area. Now, take a look at this video. If you're not watching TV, come take a look at it. And this is a video from our engineer, Chris, from our transmission tower in western Clay County. You see that amazing lightning strike there as these storms rolled through about 9:30 this morning. You can actually, if you look carefully, see the leader lightning strike come out of the cloud and then the main lightning strike the top of our tower right there. Luckily, plenty of safeguards in place, no damage reported. We all stayed on the air. We've got plenty of safeguards, as I mentioned, to prevent any electrical damage in the event of that happening, but still an incredible sight out in western Clay County today and across the entire area with all that lightning. Lows tonight in the mid to upper 40s for a lot of us. Some of us might be in the low 40s, but still 40s for just about everybody. Clouds across the area going to stick around. Can't rule out some isolated drizzle or mist, but most everybody is going to stay dry, and that's going to remain the case for tomorrow as well. Highs for everybody close to that 60-degree mark, but staying mostly cloudy for your Saturday. Can't rule out an isolated shower or two. Up to the north, Shannon topping out at 59, Mantachie at 58, staying mostly cloudy up to the north along I-22 as well. And over in West Alabama, keeping the clouds there as well. The good news is staying mostly dry with those temperatures, as I mentioned, close to 60 for West Alabama as well. Now, as we go toward Monday, that's when we start to see the rain chances increase. This cold front's going to approach through the day. The good news is much of Monday staying dry. Rain does start to move in here, maybe a rumble of thunder as we get into the evening hours after sunset of Monday. A more steadier rain starts to move in here overnight Monday into Tuesday, and I think this rain's going to stick with us through the day on Tuesday. It's going to be one of those slow soakers, cold day, temperatures only in the 50s. Barely. A lot of us are going to stay in the 40s for us on Tuesday. Staying cool through the week, back to the upper 40s on Wednesday under a sunny sky.
A holiday tradition is flowing through the streets of downtown Columbus tonight. The annual Wassail Fest is getting underway, and that means delicious drinks and deals at many downtown merchants. Our own beverage expert, Scott Martin, joins us live from downtown with the juicy details. Scott.
Yeah, let me tell you, Andrea, there are hundreds of people downtown. Real quick, let me get Morgan from Coffee House on 5th in here. Morgan, tell me why the Wassail Fest is so important to Coffee House on 5th tonight.
That's right. Yeah, we just love to serve people here in the Golden Triangle region and in Columbus, and we just love to see people come through our shop and enjoy some great wassail. It's an awesome community event.
Awesome. And they got second place last year, so the competition is steep. Now, you're going to get one of these little cards right here. You need to go to at least 8 stores and try their wassail and vote in order to for those votes to count. So come on out here. This lasts till 8 o'clock, actually. I said 7 o'clock earlier, but I got that wrong. I'm sorry. You have until 8 o'clock to come out here and just wassail your way around downtown Columbus. Reporting live tonight, Scott Martin, WCBI News.
He said just wassail your way around. The final Friday night of the high school football season has arrived. A full recap coming up next in sports.
Your WCBI Sports with Courtney Robb is brought to you by your local Ford dealers. Go further.
The final weekend of the high school football season. Just one more chance for teams to bring home that gold ball. State championships kicking off this morning in Hattiesburg with 3A. But first things first, we have to say thank you to our sponsor at Carl Hogan Toyota for this fantastic vehicle a Toyota Tacoma 2020, getting our crew down to Hattiesburg safely this afternoon. Noxubee County facing Jefferson Davis County for the 3A state championship. Jaguars pounds first. Lyric Hall airs one to Kaiser Booth. Takes it in for the touchdown. JDC leads 7-0. The Jags rolling early. Trickery from JDC. The reverse on the handoff. It's Booth again. This time, 80 yards to the end zone. Tigers finding themselves in a hole, trailing 13-0. Needing an answer after stopping a fake punt, Marlon Wyndham launches one to Anthony Little Jr. A heck of a catch in the end zone for the touchdown. JDC leading 13-7. Before halftime, JDC capping off another punishing drive with another score. DeAndre Shorts, 39 yards into the house. Jags head into half with a 19-7 lead. The story of the second half for Noxubee County, missed opportunities such as this play, breaking down, but Marlon Wyndham battling for every single inch, just unfortunately comes up short. Tigers with the ball again inside the 20. The option play, Wyndham pitches it to Bobby Shanklin, and Shanklin stopped short. Back-to-back fourth down stops for JDC. The nail in the coffin was this play. Kaiser Booth getting loose. He's gone 25-7 after this score. The Tigers able to get on the board late, but it wasn't enough. Jefferson Davis County beats Noxubee County 25-15. The Jaguars win the 2019 3A state title. Tigers finishing 10-6. Head coach Teddy Young saying the Tigers will be back and their future is very bright.
It was a great season. I love my senior class. They bought in. This is my first year as the head coach, and they bought into everything I was selling. And I just wish we could have won it for them. But it showed you that the program is on the right track. We was a young team. Now I have majority of my defense coming back. So hopefully we'll get back here and we'll have a chance to rewrite the history.
Continuing on with the battle in 1A, Nanawoya looking to make it back-to-back against Lumberton. The first play from scrimmage, Mr. Football Robert Henry showing off the Jets. 60 yards to the end zone. Lumberton goes up 6-0 in the blink of an eye, but they missed the extra point. Nanawoya answering back on fourth down. Donovan Turner looking, heaves a jump ball grabbed by Tylen Glass. A grown man touchdown nonetheless. Warriors taking a 7-6 lead. Fourth down try for the Panthers. Henry tries to go outside. He's stuffed by that Warriors defense. And Nanawoya makes Lumberton pay. Shy Moore bulldozing his way into the end zone. Nanawoya taking a 14-6 lead heading into half. We've said it all season long. Death, taxes, and Nanawoya wins. Nanawoya tops Lumberton 28-13 to claim back-to-back 1A state titles. We'll have the full highlights for you tonight at 10, but lucky for us, WCBI Sports' Tom Ebel is down in Hattiesburg and joins us live from The Rock with more. Hey, Tom.
Courtney, you mentioned it. It's the saying. It's death, taxes, Nanawoya W's. A fantastic second half from the Warriors. They jumped on the backs of the Turner twins and Shy Moore. They might have rushed the ball 40 times in the second half as Nanawoya able to clinch its second straight state championship. So the Warriors are the 1A champions. Yet again, I talked to head coach James Courtney after the game, saying being back-to-back champions just means everything for his coaching staff, for his players, and the Nanawoya community. And I talked with Tylen Glass about that touchdown grab. I asked him, would you take him or Randy Moss? And Tylen said, well, of course you would take me. A heck of a game from Tylen and Shy Moore and all those guys as they end up champions. In their senior years, they go out as the top of 1A football. Going back to Noxubee County, you said it best, Courtney. It was just missed opportunities. Teddy Young saying also after the game that they just didn't make plays when they needed to. A couple of 50-50 balls that didn't work out. They had another fourth down that got tipped in the end zone that could have been a touchdown. So Jefferson Davis, the 3A state champions, and right behind me, the warm-up, the 6A state championship between Oak Grove and Oxford. Oak Grove being here last year, they fell to Horn Lake in the 2018 state championship. But you're talking about the Oxford Chargers in their 6A state title for the first time ever as a program. They're in search of their first ever football state championship as a program. We'll have much more from this game as well as a full recap from all of our games coming up at 10 on WCBI Sports. In Hattiesburg, Tom Ebel for WCBI Sports. Courtney, back to you.
All right.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, it's a good run for the Noxubee County Tigers. It's kind of heartbreaking to see those guys, sort of taking
We
the
hate it,
loss.
but fantastic for Nanawa. Going down and getting that back-to-back 1A state
Absolutely.
title. We'll look for Oxford next.
All right, that's coming up. We'll have a last look at the forecast when we come back.
Pretty dreary weekend for us, mostly cloudy. Good news is not much in the way of rainfall. Can't rule out a sprinkle or two. Better rain chances for Monday and Tuesday.
All right, Tom Ebel's in Hattiesburg. Happy it is not raining on him
Yeah, he asked me
tonight.
last week. He said, "How's Hattiesburg looking?" I said, "You'll be okay."
A fantastic way to close out
Absolutely.
the final
All right.
football weekend.
All right, we'll look forward to those highlights. So now that is the news at 6. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening, everybody.